The Phoenix Unchained, Book 1 of The Enduring Flame, by Mercedes Lackey and James Mallory, narrated by William Dufris. Copyright 2007 by Mercedes Lackey and James Mallory. This unabridged audiobook is published by arrangement with Mercedes Lackey, James Mallory, and the Scoville-Chichak-Galen Literary Agency, and was produced in the year 2007 by Tantor Media, Incorporated, which holds the copyright thereto. Chapter 1. The Flower Festival. It was Festival Sennight in Armathalia, and even though spring was sennights away, the entire city was garlanded in flowers of every kind. The city's greenhouses were always kept busy for moon turns in advance, in anticipation of the demand, for what was the anniversary of the great flowering without flowers? Though the city streets were still crusted with the remains of a late snow, it was barely kindling, and the only flowers to be seen in the natural world were snowdrops and a few hardy early daffodils. Every house on the street was garlanded in evergreen swags and bright glass and metal flowers. Even the lamp-posts had been decorated. Indoors, where it was warmer, every home's light shrine was filled with flowers dedicated to the blessed Saint Idalia and her brother Kellen, the poor orphan boy, who had broken the power of the Endarkened over 10 centuries before. When he had been a baby, Harrier Gillane had been sure that all this celebration was entirely for him. After all, he had been born during Festival Sennight, and his naming day was the first day of festival. His 3 older brothers had been happy to contribute to his confusion for as long as possible, assuring him that yes, indeed, the city-wide celebration was entirely for him, and certainly it all meant that he would grow up to be a great Wild Mage, perhaps even a Night Mage, like Kellen the poor orphan boy. Even as a baby, Harrier had found that hard to believe. Everyone knew that night mages belonged to the time of legend. You might as well hope to see a dragon or an elf. And while everyone knew that they were both as real as wild mages, it was also true that they had withdrawn to the lands far to the east only a century or 2 after the great flowering. Harrier had more chance of meeting a wild mage, and he had about as much chance of that as he had of becoming the chief magistrate of Armathalia, highest of the 9.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?